You leaving, babe?
Man, give me a kiss. I love you.
I love you.
That Monday morning routine, mundane to most of us. But for Jacinta Hunt, it's a blessing. The structure and peace, a far cry from the world Jacinta once knew.
Okay, good morning, Cece.
The stability keeping her not just hopeful, but accountable after a long-time battle with trauma and addiction.
I know where I'm comfortable in the world now. Every morning I tell myself in the mirror, today's gonna be a good day.
Now, she's the namesake of a new ABC News documentary on Hulu about her journey, Jacinta.
I really, really want to get high right now. I'm never gonna be a mom.
Filmed over the course of 3 years, the documentary looks at Jacinta's journey through recovery and the prison system, unpacking the harsh realities of addiction and the impact it has on family.
My mother, she always dressed so fancy and her hair was always done. I wanted to be like her.
From Jacinta's relationship with her mother, Rosemary, who also struggled with addiction and was incarcerated at the same Maine Correctional Center.
What are you doing, Mom? I don't want to get caught at your window.
I love you, Jacinta.
To that of her daughter, Kaylin, who's now almost 16 years old. I met up with Jacinta in her new home in Portland, Maine. It's been a little over a year since she's been released.
How are you doing? What's this past year been like for you? How is Jacinta today?
I'm great today. Not to say that it hasn't been a struggle getting here, but I'm comfortable with my life and my daughter's safe and I'm doing well and I appreciate it.
You're actually celebrating an anniversary, right?
Yeah. It's been 6 months. It's been 6 months since I've used, and it's an honest recovery. I stay true to myself and my morals, and I don't bend them for anything.
You feel empowered.
I do.
Seeing 32-year-old Jacinta today, you'd have no idea the heart-wrenching path it took for her to get here.
My first time being incarcerated, I was 15, and there hasn't been many breaks.
A childhood marred by crime and abuse, her path to addiction was a slippery slope after following in the footsteps of her mother.
She knows about addiction, she knows about incarceration, she knows about everything.
The film gives an intimate look into the devastation brought by addiction.
So I lived in a lot of shame and guilt and resentment. Living in all that, you can never move forward.
The camera's still rolling, even as Jacinta relapses.
Was it easy for you to sit down and watch that doc the first time?
No. I also didn't know what was gonna be in it, but what was shown made me proud and thankful to Jessica that, she cared about how I felt.
For first-time director Jessica Earnshaw, one of the biggest challenges was watching Jacinta go to those dark places, while still needing to remain a filmmaker.
How hard was that to watch as someone who had built this personal relationship with someone and they had to keep the camera rolling?
Yeah, that was really tough. I think when she first started to use, I really struggled with whether or not I could continue filming this because it was just so heartbreaking. But ultimately, if someone's has made the decision like Jacinta had and she didn't want help, it just, it kind of went nowhere, my pleas for her not to. So there was a conversation where it was like, well, you're not in recovery anymore. Now it's this.
But what kept Jacinta going strong while incarcerated was her daughter, Kaylin, waiting outside.
I had called Kaylin, she was my first call from the jail, and I had said to her, I'm really sorry, and she said, Mom, I don't want you to be sorry. It's been your way for 11 years, it's gonna be my way now. I was already exhausted, but that was all the encouragement that I needed.
Kaylin held you accountable.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think I'm leaving this over.
Jessica's camera, a fly on the wall for truly raw moments between a mother and her daughter, who bore the emotional brunt of her mother's addiction.
What if the silver house is the only thing that's keeping you going the way you're supposed to?
It's a relationship that's a work in progress. It wasn't until Kaylin saw the doc herself that she felt she understood her mom's struggle.
What was this past year like, though, actually building that trust up back with your mom?
It's treating trauma and a bunch of unresolved stuff with yourself and your family. it's not just addiction, it's a lot deeper than that. Realizing that she's waking up every day, like, and continuing to choose sobriety every single morning. It restored a lot of trust with her.
Seeing your mom get emotional right now, what's it like hearing that?
Oh, she cries all the time.
What's it like for you hearing that?
Rewarding. It's great.
A story in many ways about unconditional love and breaking the cycle. Now, it's not just about being there for her daughter, but also paying it forward. Jacinta now works 3 jobs.
Caitlin took a picture of me.
One of them in advocacy. She was able to help propose a new bill, focusing on aiding incarcerated women and their children.
What hasn't changed in 100 and something years is how inmates are treated for criminal addictive thinking, but they're not treated for sex trauma, or children don't get to express, I do or don't want to see my mom. Everything is just kind of held to the same standard that you're an inmate and this is how it is. And it really shouldn't be that way, because a whole family is incarcerated when one individual from that family is incarcerated.
A busy schedule, but also a purpose. Now in recovery, Jacinta's not taking a single day for granted.
What are the good days like now?
You saw it. I love being with my daughter, and it's a painful feeling being a mother for 15 years and never being a mom. So, being able to have Kaylin be proud of me and show up is a lot.
You feel like this is a second chance?
Absolutely.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.